my name is Cheyenne and this is my channel, SHYSDESIGNS. I am a new mom and a new wife. If I don't already have enough to do, I want to start flipping furniture as well. I want to take back some of my self-identity and also make some income for my daughter's college funds. I started flipping furniture with $300 in my bank account. That was enough to purchase some startup equipment and some guinea pig furniture that I could start on right away. I want to post a new project every Sunday afternoon. When I start something new, I always try to start with my best foot forward. I want to be as open and as honest as I can be. I'm here to breathe life back into furniture and to make beautiful pieces affordable again. This channel will give me the opportunity to do that and to bring you guys along with me. Let's get started.
To open up this video, we have a genuine leather couch here. This beautiful beast cost me only $30. Possibly too good to be true if you ask me. Because this thing reeks of smoke. No! And I did try to convince myself that it wasn't a big deal. But let's just see how it went. First, I started with the Tenor Select Leather Life Ultimate Cleaner and Conditioner to clean the leather on the couch. To use it, I simply sprayed the cleaner directly onto the leather in a small area. Then I used the attached brush in circular motions to scrub the leather. Finally, I used a non-abrasive towel to wipe the cleaner off the leather. This stuff really works, as you can tell with the close-up shots. Next, I lugged out my Bissell Little Green. I used this little green machine to clean the base of the seating area. I then proceeded to remove all the cushions to get a deep clean on the inserts. At first, I just shook some baking soda on these guys and laid them out in the hot sun for hours, thinking that that would do the trick. After day 3, I came to the conclusion that this process was not working.
I brought all of the cushions to my upstairs bathtub. I read online that I could soak them in lukewarm water and some cleaner and that would do the trick. First, I ran both bathtubs with lukewarm water and a hygiene Tide Pod in each tub. Then, one at a time, I pressed them into the water and I wrung them out as much as I could, lifting with my legs of course. Then I put each cushion into my washer for the spin cycle so that they could get wrung out enough so that I could lay them out to dry in the sun. Once they were relatively damp, I lugged them all back downstairs and laid them out in the hot sun for a few days. After 2 full days, these guys were still wet in the middle. I couldn't just move on and put them back together. They would mold. So, once again, I lugged the back rests upstairs and I put them one at a time into my dryer. The seat rests did not fit in my dryer, so my husband actually blow dried them dry for me. All of that worked surprisingly well. I mean, the fluff could have clumped in the dryer, or the smell couldn't have come out after all of that work, but it did, and it worked. So then I proceeded to flip the rest of the couch.
Now I needed to tackle the leather that still smells like smoke. I wiped it down with non-acetone polish remover to get the protective layer off the sofa and to get a deeper clean. Then I proceeded to put all of the couch cushions back into their slips so I could wipe them with the polish remover as well.
What I didn't get to show you because it would have been crazy repetitive was that I ended up wiping it down with the polish remover 3 times. So I researched another way. 1 part vinegar, half part baking soda, and 3 parts water. I then proceeded to wipe it down 3 more times and it didn't get any better. And then I read somewhere that someone had good success with OxiClean. So I added OxiClean to my mixture and I wiped down the couch 2 or 3 more times. And that did the trick mostly. So I ended up ordering a killer leather cleaner and Zep. And then I proceeded to paint the couch because I thought that would also help with the smell. It didn't really.
For the paint for the couch, I went with Rust-Oleum Chalked Classic White Paint. I ended up mixing my own color, which I can get matched and released for you later. For the application of the paint, I used a regular chalk paintbrush that I just picked up at Walmart and a foam roller to go over the brush strokes so that I could get a more polished and professional look. I went section by section and I did 2 coats all around the couch, and I did 3 coats on the inside of the backrests of the sofa because I knew that once I put the backrest cushions back in, there would be very limited access to get a more polished look. I put the outside backrest cushions back in first, and I did 2 coats on their face and I touched up around them, and then I put the middle guy back in. And I did 1 last coat all around the couch. Once the coats were done and dry, I put down a moving blanket and laid it on its back. I removed all the legs and I cleaned up the black backing on the bottom with a staple gun and the smallest staples it would hold. Next, I took the legs to a corner with moving blankets laid down and scuffed them up for a matte black paint job. Finally, I put the legs back on and put some fabric sticky moving tips on each one. And for the very last step, I slapped on some Guardsman Protect and Preserve and applied it exactly how the bottle told me to. And it was perfect! After all of that worry and hard work, the sofa not only looks amazing, but it smells amazing too. And it's so very comfy. What a relief. And a little bit of a pro tip here. To get the best life out of your photos, stage your piece how you would use it in your own home, and then put your piece by your window and take your photos at golden hour. You will need no photoshopping and no editing for your photo.
So like I said, this beauty cost me $30 upfront. Because I didn't use very much of the chalk paint and I'll be using the brush and the foam roller for other projects, I won't be including them in the overall price that it cost me, but I will include the Guardsman's leather cleaner because I did almost use the entire bottle. It was about $9. And the Zep that I purchased because it was supposed to take out the smoke scent, and I bought it solely for that and for the sofa. I will include that in the purchase price, and that was about $6. So that totals out to around $45 total that it cost me to flip this couch. I ended up posting this couch for $600 based on a Google search in my area and the price of other similar sofas in the area. I was also a little unclear because I painted the couch with chalk paint and it wasn't like a natural stained leather, so I just did the best I could with what I had. In 10 minutes of posting it, someone messaged me to pick it up. They offered me $5.50 and I was so excited because I had so much anxiety before this that it wouldn't sell at all that I accepted. That brings my total profit out to $505. What? Oh my gosh, so excited, so happy, so relieved. It ended up taking me a total of 8 working days to finish this project. Afterthoughts. Afterthoughts. Would I do this again? No, I would not. I definitely would not. And that was just, the experience was good. I learned a lot of new techniques. I learned about a lot of different products and what they can do for me and how to use them. But trying to get the smoke out of that couch was traumatizing, to say the least. I realized that I didn't include an hourly rate for myself, and obviously my time matters. I will eventually get to that, but at the moment I'm not 100% sure what the hourly rate looks like for me because I am new to this, so I will get around to it, I promise. Thank you so much for spending the time that you have with me and coming along on this adventure. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I hope that you will join me next time for our next adventure. I post every Sunday. See you there!